It's Friday, I'm exhausted from teaching, but I think it'd be worth it to spend a little bit of time showing what's in my classroom and why it's there. These signs are just for fun. There's LEDs backlighting inside of there. Love them so much. I've got projectors that kids can hook their Chromebooks onto. Projects onto the floor. They trace whatever shape on the cardboard. And then all the tables have tools where they can cut it out. And at the end of the hour, they clean up. They clean up. Tin snips for cutting popsicle sticks. And to wipe down, there's water bottles for each table. Ice cube trays make up the paint trays for the paint table. And each kid has their own little cubby they can store their stuff. There's 3 tables with vices, mostly for holding popsicle sticks and being able to drill a little 1/8 of an inch hole in here. That hole is the same size as a skewer, and that's the pin for all of these popsicle stick creations. There's more projectors, big cardboard pieces, and scraps. The hot glue guns have to be put away correctly to show that they're not plugged in and off the table all at the same time. That took some thinking. The drawers around the room have all sorts of supplies in them, and the cabinets, I found custom-sized little boxes so that I can fit 140 different boxes in all of these different cabinets. Except when 140 isn't enough, over the sink here, I had to build a whole nother shelf just to hold more boxes. There's a lot of projects. This is for paper mache. Drips down, goes back into the bucket, and then they just dip back in the bucket, keep it going. A sheet metal brake is really handy for getting some really nice crisp corners on plywood. On cardboard. And there's a few new things coming up. This big rack right here is going to hang underneath my signs and show off our different level up concepts where kids can see that there are better ways to do things. I've got giant roll of butcher paper that's going to cover this table when it's cleaned off. We're going to have lots of class over here. I've got some new ways of showing projects in progress going on, as well as the creator cycle I'll talk more about. This is fun. When we're talking about different things, we can talk about the different leadership and growth things that we're doing in class, and kids design those emblems. And I've been splitting my plants for years to get them all in these windows. Like, you don't even notice how many plants I have. It's a couple 100 pounds though. It's so many windows and so many plants. And there's example mechanisms, there's example things that you just got to show kids how to do, that even if you think it's super simple, teaching it is still a good idea. Especially if you can show like the motorized type stuff. Different ways to make motion happen. As well as some of the more advanced kind of mechanisms. They're all pretty simple once you see it in action, but yay! Even this mirror gets more use than you'd think. There's a lot of kids who really want to, check that they look okay throughout the day. And there's more in here, but I think I've been overachieving enough. So if you want to see the rest, follow along.